and I got 4 primary factors you need to consider that are going to influence how fast you can build the muscle and how much muscle you can build. Hey guys, I'm Mark McKillian with Live Anabolic, and today I'm here to answer the question, how fast can you build muscle after the age of 60? Great question. I get it all the time via emails and DMs on Facebook and just people, asking me in person. And so first of all, the answer is yes, you can build muscle after 60. And the speed at which you can do it and the amount of muscle you can build depends on several important factors. And I've broken those factors into basically 4 big categories that we're going to cover. All right. So the main thing is, guys, I want y'all to realize, as you watch this video, that absolutely there's a lot of people on our YouTube channel that are late bloomers, basically. All right. So you guys, might not have been in the gym for 30 years or 40 years. Some of you guys have never been in the gym, probably have never done any resistance training at all. So basically you're a newbie, and if you haven't lifted in 10 years even, you're basically starting from scratch. So I got great news for you, and I got 4 primary factors you need to consider that are going to influence how fast you can build the muscle and how much muscle you can build. All right, so the first one's kind of fun, and that is recovery time. So, I don't have to tell you that, our bodies just don't heal nearly as fast as they did when we were younger. And that's everything, from a little scratch, to a broken bone or a sprained ankle, just everything takes longer to heal. And the same thing goes with your workout. So building muscle is all about damaging your muscle fibers. We're actually causing trauma to millions and millions of little tiny muscle fibers, okay? And what happens is during the recovery phase, and that's typically 3 to 5 days, depending on how hard you're hitting the muscle. During that recovery phase, your body takes the protein that you ingest and it uses it to help repair those muscle fibers. But your body also needs time to do that, and it needs good sleep to do that, and it needs plenty of water to do all this stuff efficiently. So the recovery phase is way more important and takes longer for us because we're just older and things don't happen as efficiently as they used to when we were in our 20s and 30s. So I'm not going to get into the details of exactly how much protein and how much sleep and how much water, but please, guys, this is a free resource, this YouTube channel. Use that search feature in the top right-hand corner, the little magnifying glass, and you can type in all these topics that I'm mentioning, and I guarantee you, Gary and I both probably shot 4, 5, 6 videos a piece, all right, on these types of things. So this is kind of more of a high-level video where I'm just going to kind of give you the 4 broad factors, all right? But if you want to get more detailed information, just search this channel because we got a wealth of resources right here. All right, the second factor is, well, how long have you personally been training, okay? And as I mentioned in the first factor, a lot of people watching right now haven't been, all right? And that's the good news, all right? So if you've been really steadily working out for a long time like I have, then I'm not able to build much more muscle, okay? I'm actually 60 years old right now. And so I'm kind of close to my genetic potential. For me to build much extra muscle, I'd have to get really, really radical. And I don't think I'm prepared to do that. So I have a lot of intensity, but I don't think I'm going to go radical, all right? But you guys who are just starting out, you're going to love it, all right? Because you're starting from scratch. So your body is way down here where your genetic potential is way up here. So you're going to see a really nice, fast ramp up as you start your workout program and as you start getting into good, healthy nutrition. So guys, that's the beauty of starting a program, even if you've been procrastinating for 20 years. You're going to see results much faster than someone who's actually been sticking with the fitness program for years and years and years. So please, please, I want you to realize that yes, you can build muscle, and the more beginner you are, the more muscle you're going to build and the faster you're going to do it. All right, factor number 3 is basically our testosterone levels. So guys, as I mentioned earlier, our bodies just don't work nearly as good as they used to. And our hormones are part of our body. And so, once you hit the age of about 30, your body starts producing a little bit less testosterone with each passing year, all right? The good old teenage years and 20s are gone, okay? And our T levels naturally start to decline. Everybody's, mine too. And the decline is between 1 and 2% per year. So at the age of 60, that's been 30 years, you've lost between 30 and 60% of your testosterone level compared to back when you were younger. And why is that important? Well, guess what? Your testosterone level is really important for building muscle and burning fat. Most people don't realize that. So the higher your T levels are, the more efficient your body is at building muscle. All right. So that is key. If you have low T levels, and probably a lot of guys watching right now do, because low T levels are also associated with being overweight. So those two things are inversely related. So if we can find a way to increase our testosterone levels, then it makes everything else we do way more efficient at building muscle. All right. And so use that little search feature again and type in testosterone, and you're going to find a ton of videos from Gary and myself. But before you do that, this particular factor concerns supplements, and it's probably the easiest of the 4 things that I'm going to talk about today. And that is, we have a testosterone boosting supplement called Anabolic Reload. And it's just way too easy. You take a couple of pills once a day, and that's it. Guys, I want you to click the link below, and that'll take you to our website. And as you're reading about Anabolic Reload, look at all the different ingredients in there, and we explain why. It's all based on science. But then scroll down a little bit below the product, and that's where you're going to get the customer reviews. All right? Skim through some of them. I think we have hundreds and hundreds of reviews on Anabolic Reload, and I mean, it really does get fantastic comments. So I highly recommend you at least give it a try. It's not going to work for everybody. I think supplements are partly genetic and partly environmental. And what I mean by that is some guys' genetics just naturally respond really well to supplementation, and some guys just don't. Some guys have got their nutrition really on point, and they're getting all of their, critical vitamins and minerals in their daily diet, and hence a T boosting supplement isn't going to add a whole lot to that. But most guys don't have their nutrition perfectly on point. And then finally, when it comes to trying this supplement, is we got a fantastic warranty, guys. Our guarantee says if it doesn't work for you, just let us know. We'll refund your money. You don't even have to send the bottle back. So basically, it's a no risk deal. So you'll never know if you don't try, and it's way too easy. All right, just click the link below this video. All right, it'll take you to our website. Order some Anabolic Reload, and I promise the vast majority of you guys are going to love it. Okay, the 4th and final factor today is commitment. And guys, it's the old, the more you put in, the more you get out type thing. So this is not something you can do half-heartedly, and you can't just do it kind of on and off, okay? It's got to be consistent. So building muscle really is kind of a day in, day out, week after week, month after month endeavor. All right, you can't just hit it hard on Monday and Tuesday and then skip the rest of the week, all right, and think you're going to be building muscle, all right? It's got to be very, very consistent. And the same thing goes with your nutrition, because building muscle is not just the exercise, it's what you feed your body. It's what your muscles are able to take in and process. All right, so if you're not getting all the proper nutrition, then no matter how hard you kill it, with your workouts, you're not going to get the full potential benefit. All right. And then, when I say consistency and commitment, that's one thing. And then on top of that, you got intensity. How hard are you working out? Now, for you beginners, all right, you can't go in, 100% on day one. You will get so sore, you won't be able to move the next 3 days, and then you'll quit because it sucks. So I have a great workout program. It's called Fit After 50, and it's broken into 3 phases. In the first phase, I give you directions on how much intensity and how to select your weights and all that kind of stuff. But within a month or two, even you beginners, all right, your body will adjust enough that you can start pushing yourself pretty hard. And then by the end of the 3rd month, you're ready to go all out 100%. All right. You can push sets to failure or near failure. And so when you're pushing your body that hard, it starts to create lactic acid buildup in the muscles. You've heard the old phrase, no pain, no gain. Well, that's what that pain is. It's the temporary lactic acid when you're straining really hard at something for, 20, 30, 60 seconds, let's say. All right. And then the lactic acid builds up so much, you just physically can't continue. You have to stop. All right. So that's the commitment and the intensity I'm talking about. So when you push yourself really hard like that, that lactic acid sends signals to your brains to ramp up our body's natural production of testosterone. All right. And more natural testosterone you have, plus the supplementation means, those muscles will just repair faster and grow bigger with each consecutive workout. All right, so guys, in conclusion, I broke it into 4 big kind of high level categories or factors, all right, when it comes to building muscle after 60. If you want more detailed information, just use that search feature that I talked about earlier and type in specific things that you want to find, because I guarantee you there'll be at least a half a dozen videos right here on this YouTube channel where Gary and I talk about the stuff that you're looking for. And then, of course, building muscle after 60 takes commitment, which means you have to stick with it and never give up on yourself.